Hey. What's going on with my shining stars? Not shining bright. Not letting anybody dim that light. This is all about the healing. All right. No intro. We're going to get on into the reading. It's going to be quick, short, to the point. So what does Spirit want to say? This is the overall energy, the path to freedom. Says, in many ways, our thoughts and ideas about who we are trapped us more tightly than we know. Set aside your notions of who you are, and today be limitless, right? So what this is about is coming out of being stuck, stagnant, by what you think about yourself, your thoughts and your ideas, where you think you should be, what money you think you should have, what success you should have, what abundance you should be. You should be way, at this point, you should be way further than you are. Instead of being content and thankful for how far you have come. Because at this point in time in your life, you have, if you on this channel, you have been through a lot. You have been through a lot. And instead of trying to jump or leap or persuade yourself or try to focus your mind to go further, freedom is seeing the truth about where you are, being content and being grateful for all that you've been through, being grateful for where you are, where God have you to be. Whether it is a struggle, a hardship, whether it is some uncomfortable, God will never place you any place or a position in life that you can't get through, that you can't see your way through. God will never leave you in a sunken place, a low place. God always, wherever you are, wherever you need him or her, always give you a room, a way to escape. Always. But it is up to us to find it. It is up to us to see it. It is up to us to get ourselves prepared to break through, to get through, to see through. It's our responsibility. In everything in life, you just can't sit there and say, oh, God got it. Oh, I'm going to give it to God. God gonna do it. And you don't do nothing. You just waiting. No. At this point, God has already shown you who you are and what you hold. God in you. What are you waiting on? God is in you. God resides in you. God knows where you're going. God knows when you're going. God knows how you're going. And God knows to see what you need to do to get through. But if you are constantly in a power struggle or an inner turmoil within yourself, how are you going to hear God? How you going to know God's voice from all of that chaos in your head? All that talk, all that negative talk, all that doubt that you got going on because you feel like God should have had done this, and that. Or you may feel that God's not here and you here by yourself and you going through this by yourself and you just, God ain't doing nothing. God ain't showing, God allowing all this to happen and these people doing all this and where is God? God's right there. God right there. Waiting on you to calm down, waiting on you to get to elevate your faith, waiting on you to balance yourself out. You cannot hear God in chaos. You cannot hear God when you are in fear and worry. You cannot hear God if you're not balanced. You have to balance your feelings, your emotions out. You have to be cool, calm, and collected to be able to hear God effectively. And if you're not, then God is waiting on you. You not waiting on God. We have things that we have to do. You can't just sit around and play, oh, I'm waiting on God. Oh, God got it. God know my heart. You can't do that. You cannot do that. We as human beings have a responsibility. It is things that we must do too. We can't just sit around and just fork out, oh, yeah, God got it. No. That is a true statement. God do got you. But what are you doing to prepare for God to get you? What position are you in? Are you in fear? Are you in worry? Or even the stance of saying, oh, God got it, you nonchalant and you procrastinate. In the spirit of procrastination and being nonchalant about things and saying, oh, God got it. No. What are you doing to prepare? I don't care if you don't do anything but pray. Fasting and prayer. That's preparing for God. That's preparing your temple. That's preparing your thoughts. That's preparing your mind for God to speak to you in regards to what it is that your next move is. But if you're not doing nothing but just saying, God got it, God got everything under control. Yes, he does. But a lot of times when people say God got it under control, that's your stance to do nothing, to sit and do nothing. As life passes you by, you just sitting around continuously waiting on God. No, God is waiting on you. He never wants us to stand around and do nothing. And I'm not talking about physically do stuff. If you are waiting on an answer from God, then you need to be in a posture of prayer. That's doing something. If you are waiting on God, then you need to be in a posture of fasting, pulling that food away, preparing your temple to be light as a feather, so you'll be able to hear what it is that God has for you, the next move. So you have in here, you have skull and you have pumpkin. Skull is make the most out of life. Make the most out of life. Unique, rebirth, overcoming fear of death, seek wisdom, and be courageous in life. So, rebirth, being unique. See, you can't do what everybody else do. You can't speak so many interruptions. Anyway, so, and I'm saying this is a quick video, right quick, but anyway, so in the motion of quickness, skull, death, right? So the death, the ending of something, the ending of your behavior, the ending of you being nonchalant, the ending of you understanding that you must continue to work, you must continue to do something. You can't have you can't be like everybody else. Everybody else, you can't look at everybody else and do what they do. You have a call. You have something significant and very important that it is on your life. And talking about God got it, that's not it. That don't work for you. Because God got it so much more. You have so much more on your life than God got it. Those people that's talking about God got it, the favor that you have supersede what they talking about. What they talking about, you don't even fit in that category of God got it. God got you in ways that other people just don't got it. God got you, when, how can I say it? When the big dogs come down, God got it so that your name, the big dogs know your name, right? So those people that's saying that God got it, he know my heart, they have nothing on what it is that is on your life. You can't afford to just say, oh, God got it. No, you can't do that, because they know your name. And God got you, but God got you so much more than that. You got to acknowledge. You got to have gratitude. You have to have focus. You have to be aligned with the Most High at all times, because you have the big dogs on your back. You got the big dogs that know your name. You got the big dogs that's coming at you at your dream state. You got the big dogs jumping from person to person to person to gather all type of information up on you. You can't do what you see other people do. You got things that you have to do. You must do. You must be aligned with the Most High. It goes according to your destiny and your purpose. You have to know, because God has to lead and guide each footstep, that you don't fall into a trap. God got to have you where you know exactly where you're going, and that you're safe according to God's own hands guiding your foot each. So it's not that you know your destination. You know that you have the faith and you are aligned, and that God will see you through, and you will get through every test. You will get through every hardship. You will get through every struggle, because God got you. God is aligned with you. You have the heart of God. You have the mind of God. You are aligned with God. And you see, you feel, you hear, you smell, you touch those things that God is. You use those senses so God can lead you everywhere you need to go. And just saying God got it, that don't work for you. You got work that you must do daily to make sure that you are aligned and you are on the right road. Your faith is right. Your heart is right. Your thoughts is right. Praying, fasting, gratitude, All of these things go along with you. And I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to those people who have those that have a a, a really, really the chosen ones. And everybody not chosen. Everybody's not chosen. The people I'm talking to, they know what I'm talking about. They got to get up every day and do the same thing. They can't have fear, but fear is projected onto them every day. So they get up in the morning and brush that fear off. That's other people's fear. Other people fear, other people scared. Scared that this is a new day. This a new day that you can break out. New day you can go viral. The new day you can make money. The new day you could be a billionaire. New day something can happen. I'm scared. You wake up with other people's fears and insecurities about you and what God has planned for you today. They have a fear of it. But you must be courageous. That's what this is about. Courage. Every day you get up, you have to have courage that God is going to see you through. Not only God, but you're going to be dedicated and devoted and aligned with the Most High. You're going to do your part to make sure that you are in alignment. And you're doing your due diligence towards the Most High, the ancestors, divine ancestors, the divine feminines and masculines that is within you. You have the ascended masters, the spiritual guides, the spiritual community. It's all here. But you have work that you have to do, and you do it every day. Right? Okay, so this next one is paying attention. Paying attention to your body, right? This is a big one. Because right now, so much stuff is going on with the food, right? But God is saying one of the ways to align. See, one of the ways to align is watching what you put into your temple. Now, this has come out before, so it's coming out again. But it says pay more attention to nutrition. Opportunities with a time limit. Health, wealth, and prosperity is yours. So what I get from this is pay attention, feed your temple, and your temple will elevate your mind, your body. You'll elevate your mind, your body, and your spirit. What is fed into these areas, you will you will get a outpour of opportunities, health and wealth by what you feed your mind, what you feed your body, what you feed your spirit, right? It will be elevated. So God is saying, pay attention. This is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time to just go willy-nilly. This is very, very important. Things that God is really, really trying to work with us about our nutrition and focus on food. Focusing on food and water. Feeding your body first. Meditate, feeding your mind and your spirit. But you have to pay attention. You can't just eat stuff. Just eat. And I'm telling you, from a person who loves that's my thing. That's my thing. I'm with you. I gotta pay attention. I gotta do better. Which I'm doing so much better. So much better. But I encourage you to take a look. Whatever, and you don't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be all kind of major stuff. Start little, start small. Start small. Taking meat out of your diet. Okay, so I won't have meat one day out of the week. Or I won't eat meat on the weekends. I'll eat meat on the week all week long, but when the weekend I'm fast off of meat. Whatever is good for you. Small things. Those are just examples. I'll eat more vegetables and fruits during the week, and then I'll just eat what I want to eat on the weekend. I will fast 2 days out of the week, and then, but we got to try to do, and exercise is another one. Move the body. If you can't, just turn on the music and dance for a half hour. Just get your body moving, right? Very, very important, because that's part of the alignment as well. What you feed your body is part of the alignment, part of the aligning with God. So God is saying, align with me, get with me. But part of your job, part of your responsibility is feeding your body the right foods. Finding a way in a space to fast, to pray, to meditate. Watch your thoughts, watch your food intake. And be dedicated and committed to it. Do it every day. If you say you're going to do something, do it. God is needing your commitment and your devotion to Him. This is part of what his requirement is. This is part of what He's asking. Is for you to align with Him in these ways, because it's going to be, He knows that it's going to be needed, and He's trying to start the process now. So when whatever happens, you will be prepared. It won't be so bad and so hard on your body. It won't be so hard on you and your thoughts. It won't be so hard for you to deal with. God knows all and sees all. So when God asks you to do these things like this, just do it, because God knows what's to come and you don't. And God always has our best interests in heart. And I'm talking about the Most High God, the Creator. So with that being said, I'm going to leave that right there. And hit the comments. Let a sister know you're still working with me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hit the emojis to let a sister know you're still working with me, right? And yes, thumbs up, thumbs down. Just thumbs the channel. It helps a sister out. Share, share, share. Subscribe. Yes, guys, share the videos and subscribe, right? I'm going to be posting more on my other channel. Not so much on this one. I will post maybe once a week for people who are on this channel. But majority, I'm going to push for what about the healing. It's only if I'm starting from scratch. So I'm just going to start from scratch and start over. In that channel, I'm just solely going to be teaching. This channel here is what God want to tell you, but the what about, I'm just, right now we're talking about the shadow side, shadow work. So I'm going to be talking about shadow work. And shadow work is not bad, but we got to balance it, because we have to be light and we have to be, it's light and dark. You can't be all light and you can't be all dark. You got to come in and balance both of those things for you to have a perfect blend of one soul, right? So we're going to be talking about that because a lot of healers, light workers is always that are always in the light, love and light, but you have to balance the dark. You have to know how to balance the dark, and that's why a lot of light workers or a lot of healers or a lot of spiritualists still have some lingering issues where people can come in and still, you know, come in and trigger come in and trigger anger or trigger things, because if they don't have that trigger, they're not balanced. So God allows them to, because they never tap into their dark side. They never tap into the shadow. They constantly in the light until they pushed over the limit and they're forced to, and all those feelings and emotions of whatever the shadow. That's only time, and that's not balanced. Then it's overly, I mean, it's overly, and that's not good. So God is have those people still come in and trigger you because you're not balanced. Your shadow side needs to be worked on. It needs to be balanced, and you need to accept it. You need to accept who you are, your dark side. You need to accept who you are. You need to accept the beast, basically. So I'm gonna leave it there. And I'm sending you love. Oh, hit the description box if you want to know about the channel. Hit the description box if you want the social media. I'm sending you love and sending you healing your way. Trinity is